Cool. What's up, everybody? Yo, I'm excited to be on this call tonight. 212 people on here. Awesome. You guys, really quick, I'm going to get right into it because I know how these calls are. So I'm going to go right to, whatever it is that we got to do here. So you guys, I want to say we have 2 or 3 promos running. We have the double your team promo. We have the, Drake, did you launch the other one?
We have 17 spots left, or 15 spots left.
25 off?
Yep.
Yeah, we have the $25 off promo, and then we've got the, what's the other one?
This one.
Oh, then we got this one, and then we got the 5K one. So we have 4 of them going on right now. If you're not building right now, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you're not building right now, you're never going to. Right? The best time to do anything is now. Take advantage of these promos. You guys, when I first came in this company, we didn't have any type of anything like this. You get what I'm saying? The company didn't have the stuff that it has right now. The company didn't have slideshows. The company didn't have people that were making a lot of money. The company didn't have chairman. The company didn't have the products and services that we have right now. The company didn't have the culture that we have right now. So if you're not taking advantage of this, then you're never going to want to do this, okay? So let's look at it like this. You guys, it used to be, it takes 4 to 5 years, like 4 years, 3 years, for somebody to come in and hit chairman, right, from scratch. It used to be 3 to 4 years for someone to come in and hit chairman from scratch. Now, with that part being said, I believe that we have knocked that down to where, honestly, I believe a new member can come in from scratch and hit chairman in the first 90 days. I believe that is very, very, very realistic, okay? Not even possible, realistic, because we have already cut the curve for everyone, right? We have the system set up. We have the energy. We have the hotel events. We have the website. We have the videos. We have the lifestyle. We have the money, okay? Fueling everything. So right now, it's not like we don't have the money to go ahead and scale this business. We've been throwing money into the website, throwing money into videos, throwing money into all of that stuff. If you're not taking advantage of this, if you're taking your time, that's going to be absolutely your fault now. It took all the people that you see smashing ranks, the chairman 50s, chairman 25s or whatever, most of them have been in for years now. You can come in right now and really take off. P2Ks, I want to talk specifically to you guys right now. P2Ks, you are our most important position right now. And the reason why you're very important is because we need you to not be there any longer, okay? You are the backbone of the walking ATMs right now, okay? We need you to skip that gap and go blast 5K for the rest of the team. We need you to go do that. Now, I don't want to get into a training over foundation and all that other stuff, but if you do not skip that gap, we will collapse back down and lose all the momentum that we've worked for. I know how this business works. I've been on the whiteboard. I've been drawing it up. Okay, that was a training when we went to the art of duplication. That is literally what we were going over in that video, was if we do not have these specific leaders hit this gap or make that gap, we're going to have problems. And so with that part being said, we're in lots of momentum right now. Okay, we're in lots of momentum right now. It should be easy. Right? We always say, right, it's simple, but it's not easy. No, it's simple now, and it's fucking easy. It should be easy for you to go do that. The only person that's going to beat you right now is yourself, right? You're the only one that's going to beat yourself. You have everything going for you. Most of us have everything going against us. Right now, you have 4 or 5 promos going for you. You have momentum going on for you. Now, we're going to be out in Dallas, Texas on, I don't know, I think we're coming in on the 6th. We're having the mansion event, I think on the 7th, okay? We already have it set up to the Walking ATM's website for everybody to go and buy the event tickets, all right? And then we're having a mansion a mastermind on the 7th as well. And honestly, we'll probably utilize the mansion that same night to go ahead and pop shit off as well. So we have every excuse to create a lot of momentum, all right? Now, I want to be very real here. There should be no reason why I'm smashing ranks and you're not. Understand that. My ranks are a lot harder. The gap is a lot bigger. And so what you've got to be doing, if you've been at the same position, when we went from 5K to chairman, from chairman to chairman 25, from chairman 25 to chairman 50, you've got to be asking yourself, why am I in this position? And the answer is going to be this, and this isn't me bashing you, by the way. I'm really wanting to help you, okay? And the answer is this. You need to get out of your head. Now, I've realized that people that are essentially stuck, the reason why they're stuck is because they're going through a mental battle. They're in their head too much. They're questioning everything. For most of you on this that are in the P2K position, that is the rank where really it can eat you alive inside your mind. That's the position where you really can feel like you're stuck. That is a position that it feels like life's happening to you. You're making decent money. You might be fluctuating ranks. Okay, you have people coming in, people leaving, you're stagnant, you're stuck. That's P2K, right? I don't know how you feel, but that's how I felt about it. Now, with that part being said, that's because that's part of the culture as well. So what we've got to do is we've got to change the culture. And if you want to change the culture, you've got to be the change that you want, right? So you've got to be the change that you want. So what we shouldn't do is we shouldn't say, I'm going to wait for someone else to do this. I'm going to wait and hope that I get there at some time. We should go attack that situation. Now, I just made a post on IG and I said I was 1,500 people away from Chairman 50 when I came out here to Arizona on, I think, March 23rd. Exactly 60 days later, I am now 100 and I would say 207, 190 something away now. So now once again, we brought in about 1,300 people in 60 days. Now, is that because I have a bigger team? There's a lot of people that have big teams and they're still sitting where they are. The reason why is because how are you going to beat me when I'm playing inside my own head? Okay, so I always say this, I say set the goal and then you write it down and then you never think about it again. There's no need. You now go work. You focus on the process. You stop thinking about what could happen and all this other stuff. You guys, a lot of you are going through a mental battle right now, and I know which one of you are doing that, and you've got to stop thinking. Stop thinking if you're stuck. A clicking moment is because when you have a clicking moment, you're having a clicking moment when you're vibrating higher, right? You're vibrating higher, all this information's coming in, and you're moving, and then it clicks. Now, once you're sitting still, you will never have a clicking moment. Understand that. Once you're sitting still, you will never have a clicking moment. So what you've got to do, for many of you that are stuck right now, I want you to really ask yourself, am I stuck? That's question number one. Number two, it's, are you listening to too much personal development now? Because what most of us do is we go and we listen to personal development to get us out of the mental rut. That puts us more in a mental rut sometimes. Sometimes the best thing to do is to attack, right? Sometimes the best thing to do is attack. Now, I'm always thinking about war, right? And if I'm thinking about war, this is how you've got to be thinking. If you were sick, okay, if you were sick and you had to go fight for your life anyways, I bet you'd feel a lot fucking better, right, once you get on that battlefield, all right? Because you know that you might die. And so my point is when you start taking action, a lot of shit starts changing. But if you just lay there, you're going to die. So if you're not growing, you're dying. And an hour in the field is worth 20 in the classroom. So if an hour in the field is worth 20 in the classroom, some of us need to actually step back from personal development and step in to the trenches. Step in to the trench work, all right? So I'm telling you, any of you that are stuck right now, you've got to go take massive action. Write this down, stop thinking, and start taking action. If you don't know where to start, I'll give you a nice spot. Phase one, the one that nobody wants to hear, okay? Phase one. If you don't know where to start, it's phase one. Why do they call it phase one? Because it's phase one. So if you don't know where to start, you start in phase one, not phase two. Phase one, that's why it's called phase one. So you've got to start moving and attacking that, all right? Now, I also want to be very clear about something. Let's talk about money for a second. Now, a lot of us, what we do is we talk about the why and all that other stuff. And the why is good. The why is very powerful. Y'all know my why. Not going to get into it, but we all know my why was my everything. Now, with that part being said, all right, with that part being said, let me make something very clear. I also want to make a lot of fucking money, okay? And the reason why I'm saying it just like that is because some of us say out loud, it's not about the money, it's not about the money, it's not about the money, and now you're saying you don't want to make money. So you're impacting lives, but you're not getting paid for it because that's what you're asking for. What's wrong with saying, I want to make a lot of money? What's wrong with making a lot? Yo, Jesus had a lot of money. Understand that. A lot of these people had a lot of money. A lot of the people that have these huge followings have a lot of money. Okay? I mean, really a lot. Because money is always a fuel to the purpose. So the love of money can be very dangerous. But you can make a lot. If you make a lot of money, you can do amazing things. If you make a lot of money, money fuels your business. So stop saying that it's only about the impact. It's not only about the impact. It is about the impact. But you also want to make money. And that's what's going to bring me to my next point is I'm just going to be honest, okay? I'm going to be real. I'm done with all this humble shit, right? The reason why is because I think that you guys need to see the money coming in. I'm just going to be honest. So when I go hit Chairman 50, I'm going to go grab some shit, make my neck hurt and stuff, hold me, like hanging me down and all that other shit because I want you to understand that it's okay to make a lot of money. It's okay to want nice things. It's okay to wear nice things. It's okay to say, I want to make money. I want to make a lot. I want to have a lot of success, right? I want to do all that other stuff. It's okay. So a lot of you, you're only talking about the why. The why is amazing, but you want to start talking and thinking about the money as well. Because money will help you with a lot of things. And I'm going to be honest with you. They say money can't make you happy, but it's made me a lot happier. It was better than when I was broke. Okay? It was better than when I was broke. So money, right, will make you happy. Now, here's my thing. Okay? I don't need any more money. I don't need any more money. I'm going to take the money, right? But I don't need any more money. All right? I'm going to take the shit, but I don't need any more. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So what I want you to do is I want you to understand that I'm not over here thinking about the money all the time. And money is like water for me. Money is just, it's coming in no matter what. I demand it to come in even if I'm not fucking thinking about it. Okay? Just like I demand to grow the squad even if I'm not thinking about it. Even when I'm sleeping, right? That's how you've got to be thinking. Like a conqueror in abundance. Always abundant. Always abundant. So we've got to start stepping into the culture of walking ATMs, okay? When you come into walking ATMs, you're not coming in to just this humble family. You're coming in to abundance as well. Abundance as well. Because I'm starting to realize that we might be programming everyone into thinking we should have a lot of humility and be broke. Okay? So we're not saying don't be humble. Right? We're not saying be humble. We're just saying don't be cocky. Don't be arrogant. There's a nice little medium there. And you've got to find that. I always say that, right? So now the next thing I want to go over is when somebody comes in, the first thing you should be thinking is how can I add culture into this person? How can I add culture into this small team coming in, right? When people come in, you should automatically be thinking, how can I add the culture into their business? That should be in your thought process the second you're going through the launch. Because if you add the culture, the rest of it will stick, right? If you add the culture, the rest of it will stick. So when I'm going through the launch process, I want to be talking about the culture. Once I'm talking to people, all right, about this business, I don't talk about the business, I talk about the culture, right? The culture. Talk about the culture when you're talking to people. That's what they want to hear about. Talk about the business, but also talk about the culture. Now, the other thing I hear a lot is I'm always eavesdropping on a lot of calls. And on a lot of the calls, I hear so many of you talking. And I never hear the other person talk. It should be the opposite. Because you're not listening to what they're saying. I literally hear people when they're speaking, they're literally like, please close me. And you're talking. You're talking yourself right out of a close. Where the second I get on a call with someone, the first thing I do is I raise energy. I start popping jokes. I raise their energy. I find out their name. Okay. Then the second thing I do after I raise their energy and find out their name and all that other stuff is I now go and I say, tell me a little bit about yourself. I never talk about me. I say, tell me a little bit about yourself. Because now what they're doing is they're giving me all of the reasons as to why I can close you the fuck out. They're literally telling me what their biggest beliefs are. They're telling me why they want the business, right? Even if they're saying they don't want the business, I'm a doctor. I'm going to prescribe you. Whenever do you ever go sit down in the doctor's office and the doctor, right? You ask the doctor how they're feeling. When do you ever go in the doctor's office and say, oh man, do you have a cough? Right? Tell me a little bit about your history. When have you ever done that? We are doing the same thing once we're closing people and when we're on calls. We are the professional. We don't talk about ourselves, we talk about them. Fall in love with your fans on Instagram. Fall in love with the people that you're talking to. Don't fall in love, right, with your posts. Don't fall in love, right, with everything that you can do. You got to fall in love with the other people, right? So I'm always saying, thank you for making me me. I always say that. Why? Because it allows me to add more value when I'm looking and thinking about other people. So I'm always prescribing as a doctor whatever else someone needs. And if you're only making it about yourself, then how do we know how to close them? I never have this same exact thing every single time on exactly what I'm going to say. Why would I be able to just say the same thing over and over on a close when everyone is different? That's like a doctor prescribing the same medicine over and over and over. So don't ask me, well, what do you say when you close? I'm going to say, I go based off of what they tell me. But most of you are not asking them questions, okay? You've got to start making it about them and then let them close you out, right? Now, the next thing I want to go over is this. This is a sport. This is a team sport, okay? This is a sport. Now, you look at us and you look at the professional athletes. What is different? You look at, let's just say the NFL, the NBA, whatever. They put their hands in the middle, right? They're wearing team colors. They have team sayings. The whole audience in the stands will literally have a whole culture of things that they can chant. Okay? They're adding energy to everything. Now the players now think about this. They put their hands in the middle. NFL football players, they literally have these chants. These are fat, like swole ass people, right? Singing, doing hymns, all this other stuff. And they're multi-millionaires. Now, don't you think that that's odd that we have these alphas doing things and they kind of almost sound like cheerleaders? Don't you think that's odd? That they're making a lot of money, they're swole as hell, they're at the top athletes in the world, and they're doing all of these things. It's not because they're raising their energy and they're getting in synchronicity with each other. Now, the other thing you'll notice is some people are on the stands coaching and some people are on the field. Now, the people that are on the field, this is the key part about them. They're always thinking, I need to outwork whoever else because someone's going to come take my spot. Someone's going to come take your market. Someone's going to come take your position. Someone is going to come take whatever it is that you want if you're not working for it, because this is a competitive world, okay? And so what you've got to do is add the most value. Now, the other thing, my other point of this is you should be harnessing Your skill set. Why is it every night I'm always making sure that I've got some type of PD on and all that other stuff? Why? Because when everyone else is sleeping, I want to be harnessing and working on my skill set because I'm an athlete. I'm an athlete. That's me in the gym. And now, when I go back onto the field tomorrow, now I'm better than I was when everyone else was sleeping. So when everyone else was sleeping, I was getting better. When everyone else was sleeping, I was getting better. Okay? You've got to learn to be practicing overtime. Because the thing is I'm not the world's smartest person. I'm a felon, busboy, dishwasher, didn't graduate high school, none of that stuff. So what's my point? How the fuck am I making dollars a month? How? It's because all the skilled people were sleeping and I knew that I was gonna outwork them. I was like, you may be better, you may be smarter, you may be stronger, but you're not gonna outwork me though. I'm always gonna be proactive. You're gonna get cocky and I'm gonna say humble, right? I know I just said throw that word out, but I'm just telling you, you're gonna be cocky and I'm going to always be making sure I'm coachable. At all times. Till this day, I still sit down and I take notes. I take notes when you guys speak. Now, most people wonder why they're where they're at. How the fuck are you a P2000? I'm making 50, you're making 2000, I'm taking notes, and you're talking and all this other shit when someone else is speaking. How the fuck do we got that going on? And you're telling me you want to make some money. How do you plan on making money if you're not doing what I'm doing and I'm making more money than you? Don't you think you should be doing more than me? So why is it that I want to hit the next position more than you want to be chairman? Because here's the thing, chairman is an instant life change. It's an instant life change. The second you hit chairman, it's an instant life change, right? So how is it that I already changed my life? I want to get to that next level more than you want to get to your life-changing position. How is that and why? Some of you are not taking this shit serious. If you don't believe in this company, you shouldn't be here. You should just stop now. If you don't believe, if you're one of those people that thinks you have to replace the company with the products, you shouldn't be here. Or I'm sorry, replace you with the products or vice versa, whatever. All right? You should not take the product's place. You should believe in them. If you don't, you should not be here because you're not believing in what you're doing. That means there's no passion behind what you're saying, and that means you're not going to get a result because in order to get results, you must have passion behind it. No one ever got rich, right, doing shit that they just never wanted to do. Everyone that, I love this. I've always wanted to go to the NFL. I've always wanted to hit chairman. I've always seen myself having that lifestyle. I'm in love with what I do. This is not, right, business. For me, this is a lifestyle. I love what I do. I wake up and I want to do this. Do you have the passion behind the grind or do you have to work? If you feel like you have to do this, this probably is not for you, okay? But you've also got to be thinking, can you make yourself even more passionate about it? And I would say yes, because some of us do not know how to look at things correctly. Do you like the people that you're hanging around? Do you like the culture? Do you like showing up and vibing with everyone? Listen, all I do is I travel the world and I go to a different culture making a lot more money. That's all I'm doing. So everything you're doing, I'm also doing. I'm just making a lot of money now. I was there before. But you've got to understand is that you've got to put in that grind and all that other stuff, and you have to have the passion behind it, or you will quit, okay? And you've also got to understand, right, when is it that when you all of a sudden you're not feeling like grinding, what's keeping you grounded, what's keeping you going? It's the passion that you have for it. Passion is not just like this feeling. Passion is when all the feeling goes away, you still know you want to make it to the top. You still know that this could change your life. You're still thinking about the why, and you're still thinking about what you can do to change, right? And what you can do and what can happen for you, okay? So, I got a couple things written down, boom, boom, boom. Oh, for everyone else, right, that is hesitating, and this is what I mean by hesitating. You're waking up and you're saying, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna do this. Today, I don't really feel like I'm stuck in my head. I know we were talking about this already, but I'm not here for the people that have fucking momentum right now. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help the people that don't have momentum, right? Because these are the people, right, that need to hear this right now. So for all of you that are struggling, for all of you that are going through it right now, is it as bad as you think? Right? Don't wish it was easy, wish you were better. And so you've got to be looking at this as I'm getting better. The only reason a lot of people keep saying, I'm overwhelmed, right? I'm overwhelmed. It's a lot going on, blah, 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 blah. Well, if you change the way you think about it, it will not overwhelm you anymore. I wasn't overwhelmed when my family died. I wasn't overwhelmed because I changed the way I was thinking about it. And if you can change the way you think, then you can change what you do. So some of you are getting overwhelmed because you're thinking about it in the sad way. You're thinking about it in the bad way. You're not saying, I can learn from this. You're not saying, this isn't happening to me, it's happening for me. You're overwhelmed because you're not thinking about it correctly. And the reason why I can take on so much is because I'm not going to get overwhelmed because I'm thinking about it in a different way. So are you thinking about your situations correctly? Most of you are probably not. If you want to get to chairman, you're going to understand that you've got to deal with a lot of shit. The second you hit chairman, it's like a whole bunch of stuff just changes all of a sudden. Even Drake was like, holy shit, is this how it's like? Yup. He's like, damn, I cannot believe you've been going through this whole time. This whole time. I'm like, yep. Meanwhile, the other I'm over here getting in arguments with people on the team, all this other stuff, because they don't know what I'm being told. I got to be the bad guy. I've got to do all this other stuff. And meanwhile, no one knows what's going on in the back end of things. So here's the thing. If you can't deal with the little things that you're going through right now, how can you handle a big team? How can you handle 500? How can you handle 3,000? How can you handle 20,000? You better start changing now. Get out of your head. Go attack today. So for any of you that are struggling, before you get off this call, I want you to go attack, right? 10 tonight. 10 people tonight. I want you to go attack 10 people tonight. Now tomorrow, for those of you that are not doing anything, right? That are stuck, that are not wanting to do it, I want you to wake up and immediately go to phase 1. Immediately. And what I want you to do right now as well is text your mentor and say, hold me accountable. Because at the end of the day, look, we're all in momentum. Some of you have unbalanced momentum. All right? This isn't for me to get you to build for us. Okay? This is me wanting you to build for yourself. To build for yourself. And to be honest with you, who are you not to build right now? Who are you not to be grinding right now? Who are you not to be in the trenches right now? This company is going to hit 1 million people before this year is over. We're going to pop 20 chairmen. We've already hit 3 or 4 of them already. Are you going to be one of them? We're changing the whole culture in ATMs. We're going to start popping chairmans like it's P6, P150. That is the culture. All right? We have the best products. We have the best culture. We have the best website. We have the best setup. And all you've got to do is take advantage of it. Get on that plane and launch this shit. Get on that plane and launch this shit. There's this quote that I read, and it said this, right? For all the little dogs that keep yipping and yapping, keep on barking, and one day the big dogs are going to hear you. Right? Keep on barking, and one day all the big dogs are going to hear you. And so what I'm here telling you right now is this. I remember when nobody wanted to talk to me, no one wanted to help me, everyone laughed at me when I was trying to talk to them and all this other shit. And so what I did is even the people that were laughing at me, that were making more money than me, right, that I looked up to, I still took notes on them, even if I didn't like them, right? Now, if you look at my YouTube, I purposely picked that song on the video that we launched on there, right? With Meek Mill and all that other stuff. Because every single word he said in there was true, right? I took advantage. I asked him for a shot at this. They started laughing, and it took a year or two, and I passed him. Now, they're asking us for help. They're asking us for advice. So for all the little dogs that keep yipping and yapping, right, keep on barking, and one day the big dogs are going to hear you. So you've got to keep moving. So you've got to keep grinding. Right? For all of the underdogs, this culture has been created from underdogs. Not the best, not the most talented, not influencers. We really built this shit. We really started from a sick place. We really started in the negatives. We didn't start on average. We didn't start at ground zero. We started below the ground. We started in the fucking trenches, and we stayed in there. This culture has been built off of everybody that's been an underdog. Everybody that didn't believe in themselves. Now all we got to do is get you to believe in yourself. My job is not to get you to believe in me. It's to get you to believe in yourself and each other. But you, yourself, are the only one that's going to make it to the top. It's got to be you. You've got everything you need. You've just got to believe in yourself. Why can you not make it to the top? Why can you not be in the chairman section? Why can you not go spend $20,000 on a fucking chain? Why can you not go be in a penthouse? Why can you not go buy a $20,000 purse? Why can it not be you? Why can it not be you? Why can it be someone else but not fucking you? I'm sick of all of you talking bad about yourself. I'm sick of all of you doubting yourself. Why could it not be you? You better start changing that now. Start taking massive action right now. This is for all of the underdogs. And so I always make sure I'm grounded. I always make sure I'm with the squad because I'm not here to represent rich people. I'm here to represent all of you to say, yeah, I was one of you. I'm still one of you. I'm fucking rich now. And I'm rich with all the poor people, all the broke people, all the underdogs. I'm with you. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm going to sit with you, right? I know a lot of you go to these events on your last dime. I know a lot of you are struggling right now and you're smiling in everyone else's face. I know a lot of you, $5 is a lot of money. I know a lot of you are wondering how you're going to pay rent. I know a lot of you are struggling. And so what I'm here to tell you is right now, I'm here for you. That's the only reason why I make sure that I'm back there with a whole squad that made me who I am. That's the only reason why. Because I remember what it was like. And I remember grinding my ass off, looking at this person who I thought was a star player, sitting up in the chairman section, making all this money. Right? They would just say hi and keep walking. And I refuse to be the person that everyone's like, oh my God, it's cash, right? It's cash. Fuck, oh my God, it's cash. I'm one of you. That's why I'm going to sit in the back with everybody chanting ATMs, the people that fucking made me. And you better be one of the other people that's going to get rich as fuck and sit with all the other underdogs until they make it happen. But guess what? You cannot impact people. You cannot impact people unless you show them what's possible. So I'm going to be real. We're going to go fucking obliterate Chairman 50. We're going to go obliterate Chairman 100. And we're doing that on principle. Okay? We're doing that to show everyone what's possible. We're to show the whole world what we can do. We got to grow ATMs into the hundreds of thousands. And you better be one of the pioneers for that shit. I'm almost done here, but I'm really fucking feeling this right now. I'm really fucking feeling this right now. Yo, listen, we gotta monopolize the whole Forex industry on principle. On principle. right? This is our shit now, okay? Because everyone said that we couldn't do it, so we're gonna go do it now. Everyone said that we couldn't create the best culture, that we weren't gonna be here long, that we were gonna quit. And now ATMs is coming to a house near you. Right now ATMs is literally a household name. We're the best to ever do it. The best to ever do it. Let's call right now that Pablo and everybody else are hosting over there, Paris, etc. This call has been something that's been created by misfits. I had nothing to do with it. Right? So this call, this culture has been created by a whole bunch of people that everyone's been doubting. How is it that I'm getting so much momentum? Okay? So much momentum. And it's from a team of misfits. That's got to tell you that you are truly killing it. Okay? That you are truly killing it right now. Because if I'm a representation of you, if I'm smashing ranks, that means you're the one that's getting me there. But you're saying, I believe in you, Cash. How the fuck are you believing in me when you're the reason why I got there? How are you believing in me when you're the reason why I got there? The misfits are the ones that got me to get rich. Do you understand? You got me rich. You've got to get yourself rich. So if you can get me rich, you can get you rich. Drop a 1 if you understand what I'm saying right now. Drop a 1 if you understand what I'm saying right now. Look, I'm telling you, we're gonna fucking keep smashing ranks. We got four promos right now. You better go get the feeling. P2Ks, go skip 5K, go smash chairman on principle. And all the women in ATMs, you better be a fucking savage. Okay? You better be a savage because I know that these men are up in your inbox and all that other shit. It's time to alpha up. So once you get on these calls, you turn your cameras on. If you gotta put makeup on, put it on. But don't you dare get on the call and keep your camera off. You better alpha up, sit down, square up with the camera and say, I'm here right now, right? And go smash chairman. I want to have so many lady boss chairmans, right, from ATMs that literally when we go to the club, the women are buying us bottle service. That's how we want it, okay? To the point where the women are the one throwing the money and all that other shit. The women are the ones grabbing the real fucking bags, right? The women are the ones leading. The women are the ones teaching. Don't you dare put that woman stuff in your head. This is your world. Create it inside your head. Alpha up. We've got 4 promos running around. Men, don't let everyone outwork you either, right? Women, outwork the men, and men, you better not get outworked. That's all I'm going to tell you. This is a whole different ball game inside ATMs. It's a whole everyone says, oh, ATMs are just screaming. ATMs just says this. They don't realize that we're fucking savages though. They don't realize that we're literally fucking lions and wolves and all that other shit. They don't realize that we're true alphas. That truly building this, right, from being broke as fuck. They don't realize that. So they think it's all cute until they get on a webinar and they hear this shit. They don't realize how much pain you're going through. They don't realize all this other shit. So I'm here with you. ATMs, we're getting to what? I'm going chairman 250 by the end of the year. That's 15,000 people. Fuck the 10,000 people shit. We're going 15,000 on fucking principle now, all right? And we're going to create a fuck ton of chairman. Chairman is the goal. Go hit P600 and then go get chairman. Go change your life. Go do something that no one said you could do. Don't plug out when times are hard. Plug in when times are hard. So with that part being said, I'll see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. And I'm going to be real, right? Walking ATMs isn't everything. It's the fucking only thing. This is Cash Cartier. I'll see you again, all right? The best to ever do it. Let's get it.
That's how we fucking